So, welcome everybody to the second map of Copenhagen Wolves against Team Dignitas. Copenhagen Wolves have won the first map, DE Cobble, quite convincingly with a 16-5 scoreline. An unexpected scoreline, but it's been that way. We can't change it anymore. It's been a 15-0 whitewash on the first half on Cobble. On the CT side in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. Now they are starting off on the CT side as well on another CT-sided map, so maybe they can get to a similar scoreline like we have seen in the first match. Maybe they can upset Dignitas and get both of those maps stripped from their opponents from Denmark. Terrace push into the B bomb site already. Sandin with a double kill, but AZ, the guy that just came in there into the match while he was AFK for the first match. They had a stand-in. Now he's back and he's trying to pull it back for his team. But look at Asilian just bending those bullets through the pillars. Dancing off with MSL. Gets down. But Socken is there to close him out. And Copenhagen Wolves win the first round in this second map as well and make it 1-0. Now Dignitas kind of looked like they didn't have any real terrorists kind of... You know, they had a few executions on Cobble. There's nothing to doubt on that, but they didn't have any cheeky strategies or something like that. And Copenhagen Wolves just had the first frag in almost every single round, and it's so hard for the terrorists to make anything go their way if they have lost that first battle on Cobble. Now Mirage is a different story. Let's see if Dignitas can actually get the bomb plant in all that smoke on the A bomb site. Soken with one, then he gets closed off by Kierby, and the terrorists are still standing tall, even though Sandin just hoses down with his P90. Asilian is there with a double kill, actually his third of the round. Copenhagen Wolves will make it 2-0. So the CTs are holding on to those anti-eco rounds quite safely. They lose 2 players in the process, but it's been quite an investment for Dignitas. And they got the bomb plant, so now they should be able to squeeze out, well, not a real buy, but they could upgrade their pistols once again. Of course, they want to buy in the third round, so they don't want to waste too much time. They are going for dual elites for Pimp, a few HE grenades. Let's see what they have in mind with those HE grenades. They are trying to mortar window and get that first frag by just throwing all the nades in that direction. It didn't happen though. Now it's Socken and Asilian with their crossfire. Asilian comes in flying onto Pimp. And Asilian is just way too strong today. And basically overall, Asilian is doing a really good job for Copenhagen Wolves. 7 frags in just 3 rounds, and well, two triple kills actually. So good showing by Asilian, staying as hot as he was on Cobblestone. Now Dignitas need Nico to be as hot as he was with a scout on Cobble. That first AWP shot will miss, but he's got the pressure on window already, allows his teammates to capture the middle section in the first rifle round. And even though the bomb is still dropped behind, the terrorists will just... they want to have control over middle and then see where this round is going. Maybe catch one of the CTs off guard, get an open frag, and then draw it to the B bomb set, for example. They have 2 players on short. Kierby just cautiously checked out the A bomb set. AZ with a good reaction. He's just burning hot into this game, doing the work for Dignitas already. But Funds with the P90. There's no P290. With a P90 frag onto Kierby, draws it back to a 4v4 situation. The CTs are shuffling the players around now. They have 2 in middle and 1 at B, 1 at A. The terrorists on the other side are committed to the B bomb site, and Sandin puts down the first to inch further. It is Pim to go down. Nico now on B short, caught off guard. Hunden and Asilian with 2 frags make it a 1v4, and AZ is down to 12 HP already. He's so low, there's not much that he can do about the outcome of this round. Asilian will make it another double kill for him and make it 4-0 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. It seems like the Danes have problems against the other Danes. Now, you should be able to tell which team I mean by the first Danes. I'm saying Dignitas have problems against Copenhagen Wolves right now. It seems like the Wolves have gotten in the minds of their opponents. And now the terrorists with a 4 Tech 9 buy. Pim stays with his dual elites. He really likes that weapon. AZ with the first one. Azilian closes out Pimp. Now Nico in control of connector area, and he gets that frag. Supporting fire reigns in. MSL stays alive, but only for a second. Azilian with another triple kill makes it a 2v2. In the end, the terrorists will try to plant the bomb, but Azilian is just so aggressive. Outright aggressiveness by Azilian, preventing the bomb plant. And Hunden has AZ covered in middle. Great quad kill by Azilian from the back of CT spawn alley there over at the A bomb site, and prevents the bomb plant from happening as well. Caught the bomb planter over there. Really heads up play by Azilian, realizing that there was no support for the bomb planter in that situation, so he just took out his Tech 9 and made it happen with his support weapon. 5-0 now in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. Another rifle round. Team Dignitas go for the desperation move, it seems like. But let's see if they will swing around. Well, they are lining up, and the Azilian with the double tag. Kjærberg goes down to 14, and he gets a frag onto Pimp. Now the flames will go down and slow the terrorists down. The bomb is dropped as well. Sending gets a frag onto MSL. It's a 3v5 already, and the terrorists are slowed down so much. The CTs have 4 players on the verge on the B bomb site already, and even though Kjærberg gets 1 frag back, he exposes himself to Socken, and it's a 1v3. Nico with 1 onto Azilian, then he's closed off by Socken. Really easy round for Copenhagen Wolves there. Even though Dignitas had 5 players committed to the B apartments rush, or that was probably one of the reasons why the round was going to Copenhagen Wolves the way it did. Because the team play was not too bad for Copenhagen Wolves, even though they have 3 stand-ins. I have to emphasize that SMF, Snappy and Freeze are not playing. Instead, it's Sanden, Funds and Soken. And Copenhagen Wolves still managed to get that supporting fire, those crossfire setups on the B bomb site, and really good job. Now Kjærberg is able to open up on the A bomb site and draws the CTs out a little bit. Look at Funds going for the information already. And he spots Kjærberg heading back towards middle. He can call that for his teammates, and he ambushes Kjærberg. At the same time, Hunden takes out Nico on the B bomb site. Dignitas once again stalling in front of the B bomb site in the B apartments. Now, luckily, they have 2 coming in from B short. MSL and AZ will get those frags for the terrorist squad, but it's Funds and Sock and the 2 stand-ins. You can tell that they are nervous right now. They are moving in. Their flames will cut them off, and they need to wait for the smoke or the flames to clear before they can make that retake happen. They had the, or they should be able to have that economy, but they are not wasting that. They would rather go for the save as Funds tries to pick up an exit frag. He does that against AZ. Good cheeky action by Funds, actually picking up his 2nd of the round. Now he should retreat to save his life, and that's exactly what he's doing. Copenhagen Wolves will give away the first round to Dignitas in the 7th round. And if you have watched 99 Damage Arenas on Wednesday, or was it, yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday, I said that usually on those CT-sided maps, if the terrorists can't pick up the pistol round or the first rifle round, they usually pick up the 6th or the 7th round, depending on their economy. And that's exactly what Dignitas are doing right now. They have a lot of rounds to work with still on the terrorist side. Even though they are looking at a 5-round difference to their opponents, they can still draw it back to, let's say, a 10-5 or something. That's perfectly possible. They have 8 rounds to go with, and if they only win 5 out of those 8, it could be a decent scoreline. Kjærberg with the frag onto Funds on the A bomb set. It seems like Kjærberg does do his job, but somehow his squad is not entirely possible or entirely able to capitalize on those. Now MSL with another frag onto Senden. Socken having small problems there against Nico, but finally comes out on top as MSL disposes of Hunden. Kjærberg snuck through the CT's lines. He caught 1 off guard, and it's Azilian in the CT spawn alley holding on to what is left from his squad. But he's alone against 3 terrorists, and saving is more likely than anything else in the situation, especially as he knows that Kjærberg is still around the A bomb site, and it's so annoying if you know that there's somebody hidden behind those crates. And even though Azilian puts Kjærberg down, AZ is there to collect the refrag and make it 6-2. Team Dignitas slowly but surely push Copenhagen Wolves out of the driving seat. Now they have 2 hands at the steering wheel already, but Copenhagen Wolves still control the pedals. And at the moment, They're trying to get to the break to stop Dignitas from getting any more rounds on the board. All rifle setups for both teams. And the first one onto Asilian. Oh my god, that's just... You know, Asilian had that one no-scope smoke shot on Cobble already. Now he strings one through the smoke as well onto MSL. Makes it a 4v5. And Team Dignitas are scratching their heads as Socken goes to work on Declare by on the A bomb site. That nuisance is finally removed. The CTs can breathe light, more light, as they are now aware of the fact that at least that lurker on the A bomb site got removed already. They have still 3 more terrorists to worry about, but the chances of them just sneaking through the lines are rather slim at the moment. AZ now could be the guy to slip into the A bomb site. He takes out Asilian. That call should have been coming out to his teammates as Funz holds on to the A bomb site with the frag onto Nico. It's a 2v2 over at the A bomb site. The 2 remaining CTs are getting closer and closer by the second. The terrorists need to hurry up to get that A bomb site cleaned up. Otherwise, the re-rotators will be there. And Sanden and Socken together work their way back into the A bomb site and back into the round. Team Dignitas were slowing down to get some frags. And unluckily for them, one of their terrorists got close out in front of the A bomb site, and Pimp had to rush in there and he exposed his position. Socken was there to help his teammate out underneath the balcony, and it ended up in the CT's favor by just having that time to rotate their players. And that one frag at the entrance to the A bomb site stalled the terrorists, slowed them down to make that rotation happen, and that was the crucial kill in the situation. Now Dignitas with a major investment. They have 1 AK and 1 Galil. The rest of the squad only has Tech 9s and P250s. And they invest in this round. They want to have it, at least have a bomb planned. And it seems to be successful so far. The CTs are going for the retake play. And they have 4 players lined up for that. AZ uses that flash to get the frag. And look at that swift shot onto Sok and puts him down to 70 HP. No, actually was Hunden. And wow, gets back onto Hunden to shoot him in the face. Makes it a 2v5 already. And finally, Dignitas came in with a very strong showing on the A bomb site. They just overwhelmed the CTs over there. They forced him to retreat. And when the retake was happening, Dignitas had AZ to work with. He got those 2 frags in CT spawn. And CT spawn is so important for the CTs to have an additional angle to cover all those edges and corners. You know, all those positions can be covered by CT spawn. And if the terrorists have that under control, it's not going to be easy for the CTs to retake the bomb site. Copenhagen Wolves now on the save, and AZ already with the first frag. He makes it a second, just a second later. And a third, another second later. Let's see if he can actually ace them. It looks like AZ is the guy to be as fresh as he is right now. He's the guy to turn this game into Dignitas' favor. The other ones have suffered that 16-5 blow already, and it seems like the rest of the squad is just hanging back a little bit. Even though they get those rounds, it seems like AZ is the guy to just carry them, and you can see it in the scoreboard as well. 14 frags for him. The rest of the squad didn't even reach double digit right now. On the other side, we have Asilian working as the carrier for Copenhagen Wolves, and all the other planes are just sitting on top of that carrier. They are, you know, taking off to a few breathe missions. They take out a few, but they return to their carrier and let him do the majority of the work. Now Copenhagen Wolves back on rifles. They need to stop Dignitas from picking up any more rounds. As I said, Dignitas have enough rounds to work with, and they already won 4 out of those 8 rounds. Now if they could make it a 5th round, it would be really good for them. Hunden tries to do something about the B control. He smoked off. He tries to inch there. Try to see somebody approach the B bomb site, but it's not happening, so he drops back into the B bomb site to help his teammate out a little bit. And the terrorists are just working the time right now, waiting for the CTs to get impatient and waiting for those frags. Look at Kierby in apartments. He was there so long, just waited for the CTs to get an additional information. And Nico now in window room, closing that out, has a lot of information for the terrorists right now, and the CTs are losing ground without even losing a player. They are giving up positions to the terrorists. Now Socken and Pimp trade frags in front of the A bomb site. Nico closes out a Cillian in connector, and it's a quick 4v3 situation. Now Funz tries to draw it back, but AZ disposes of him, and it's another man advantage for the terrorists, and Nico still in connector area. Great headshot onto Anden. Heard him approach, lined that shot up perfectly. Senden with the refrag, but it's up against two terrorists. The bomb is ticking already, and AZ wastes no time at all. He's already in position to hunt that rifle down. He just waits in the smoke on the other side. Unexpected angle if Senden were to come back from that direction. Now Senden heard Pimp approach. He's running away from Pimp. Just tries to hold on to his rifle, and he actually gets a frag onto Pimp. Good job by Senden, using those flash grenades to slow him down, get into a better position on Pimp, and then have another angle to make it a better outcome for him. Even though he was able to save the rifle, Copenhagen Wolves are on a save right now, and Dignitas have their 5th round on the board, so they could potentially make it 6-7 right now. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves can do something about that. They have no nades at all. They have 4 players on the A bomb site, and the terrorists are going for middle control. They want to have control over the map before they execute anything, and Socken executes Kierby straight off the bat on the A bomb site. MSL tries to get a touch on the B bomb site. Have a feeling that it's going to be the bomb site that's weakest on the defenses, and he gets a frag onto the Cillian already. The rest of the squad is coming in, and so are the CTs. So the CTs don't have anything to lose except for the rifle in Sanden's hands. They will go for those frags. Funz goes through the smoke, gets one frag, but AZ and MSL make it a 3v2 again. And Hunden got his hands on that AK that his teammate dropped, while it was Socken with that first frag in a main. And Hunden was able to get his hands on that AK, saving that will allow them to get an additional rifle in the hands of their teammates in the next round. So that's actually great for Copenhagen Wolves' economy. On the other side, we have Dignitas with a 6th round on the board after that major streak by the CTs. They were not able to get anything going, and Hunden is not able to hold on to that rifle against AZ. On the other side, Senden was able to bring his rifle to this round. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves can actually make it 9-6, or if Dignitas is able to win this first half in the second map. And that would put them into the best position to make it a 1-1 draw in this matchup and actually get their own 3 points. You know that every single map is worth a point. And Hunden uses his nade and the rifle combined to take down MSL to make it a 5v4 already. Kierby on his A lurker roll. He does it like a pro and goes to work onto Funz, who was in the right position but kind of caught off guard. Maybe he fell asleep for a second. 2v3 now, thanks to Socken and company getting a frag each. It's Nico and Kierby. Kierby still on the B bombs, on the A bomb side, working on the balcony, putting down Socken and taking control of CT spawn alley as well. Now look at that, he catches both of the CTs. The call comes out for Nico. Now Nico can adjust his own game style and his own playing and approach to the A bomb side, to the information. The CTs were spotted around here, and they fell back into window room and B bomb site, so they expected that call to come, and that they actually expected Nico to run to the B bomb site while they were spotted rotating to A. Nico doesn't do it. He smokes himself off, goes for the safe plan, and now flashes off to face the CTs. And one good idea would be to push through the smoke or just defend himself from behind that crate. Gets the first one onto Senden, has a great lining onto Hunden as well, and Dignitas make it 7-7. Nico clutches this 1v2, played it very calm. He didn't do, you know, those fancy mind moves that I was talking about, maybe pushing through the smoke and stuff like that. He didn't use any of that. He just played it straightforward, entering the A bomb side, cleaning it out with his hit scan, just looking for the kills. There was nobody around, so just move up to the A bomb side, smoke off CT spawn, just like you would in any execution. Then plant the bomb and see where the CTs are coming from. Great work by Nico holding the flag high for Dignitas, and now Pimp is opening up onto Sok, and Kierby catches that glimpse on the Cillian, and the CTs fall apart in this last round of the first half. On the second map, the terrorists in a 5v3 situation, and Pimp actually catches Funds on the backstab. Great coverage by the terrorists. Hunden with one back, but he gets killed by Kierby straight away, and Senden has only got one more bullet to live through, and it's Kierby who lets it travel through his head. 7-8 in favor of Dignitas. Really good for them to start off like that in the second half. They needed that confidence boost, and the guy that's responsible for that was AZ. He had 14 frags when the scoreline was 7-1 or something like that. So it was actually 7-2 at that point. So he held the flag as high as he could. And in the end, the rest of the squad kind of took on the same shape. You know, sometimes you have to be the kind of guy to take point. You need to be the man to run in, and everybody else will follow you. Don't worry about that. It's like on D-Day. If the first man wouldn't exit the boat, there would be nobody exiting the boat. So AZ is the kind of guy to storm out into the beach, take all the bullets, and actually fight back until his squad was able to do the same. He kept Copenhagen Wolves at a reasonable economical stage, so his team was able to force him to save and then just build up that momentum, build up the rounds. Good job by Dignitas on the terrorist side. Now Copenhagen Wolves are on the terrorist side, and they have a completely different style right now. They have a very defensively set up setting. Look at that. Hunden just checks out A apartments, Sicilian on A main. They are covering middle and B apartments, but so far back that the CTs could have gone for any map control, but at the same time the CTs are holding those very defensively set up angles as well. They're going for the A retake. As soon as Copenhagen Wolves will execute the strategy, the CTs are just hiding away, waiting for the bomb to be planted, and then they will execute the retake. So it's actually going to be kind of usual position. One nade rings into the terrorist. Funds goes down to 45. Socken is down to 52, but no frag so far. MSL just holds on to CT spawn. He knows it's a major position for the terrorists. If they have that control over CT spawn, it's going to be hard for the CTs to get back into the A bomb site, and the terrorists have captured that bomb and have planted a bomb and have captured CT spawn. Kierby tries to do something about it. 2 headshots onto Senden and Hunden, but it's not enough. Socken is still standing. Now Nico fake defuses the bomb. He wants to draw Socken out, and great reaction and great aim by Nico to make it 9-7 in favor of Dignitas. And that was so close, but Kierby was able to hold on to CT spawn, keep the terrorists busy over there, and allow Nico to get on the bomb site, fake the defuse, get a bomb defuse, and actually dispose of Socken as well. There was not much that Socken could do in this situation. He was down to less than 20 HP, and Nico had a USPS. You don't give him 2 chances to shoot you down with that pistol. And Copenhagen Wolves on the Tech 9 buy. They have planted a bomb in the first one, so that's kind of weird to see that they are heavily invested into this one, but they want to keep the CT's economy as low as possible, and at the same time they want to get another bomb plan, kick off their own economy, and just keep force buying to force the CTs to run out of money at one point, and then they have a double save, and the terrorists would be able to string 3 rounds together. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves can achieve that goal. They have a good setup. The flashes and the smokes are on point, but MSL and AZ are 2. Funds with 1, then Socken with another one onto the terrorists. It's a 3v3. Nico is under some pressure, but a good nade onto Funds puts him down to 50 HP. Socken, though, on the hunt for that frag, waiting for his teammate, and together they will run into Nico. Nico is able to take one of them down, but finally gets overrun by Socken. It's a 2v2 situation. Funds with that FAMAS on the bomb side. Good first frag, then Kierby with the P90. Socken alone, and he's going to be hosed down as well. Kierby with a double kill, once again saving his squad, even though it was Nico to win the 1v1 situation before. Kierby actually made it possible for Nico to be in that 1v1. Now Kierby in a 1v2, and there's actually no trouble for him. The P90, the right weapon to face off against the scout. And Soken was not prepared for that. Quick push by Kier by 10-7 in favor of Dignitas. But you know what the terrorists are up to. They are forcing it up once again, trying to keep the CT's economy as low as possible. And there are basically two different psychological aspects. I will get into that as soon as we have a real safe round ahead of us. Pimp with the first frag in middle, getting that information that there's nobody around, but at the same time MSL caught off guard by Soken in the open. MSL was just throwing a nade, not expecting the terrorists to make their move at that right moment. And we have three rifles against 3 rifles on either side. AZ though pushes through the smoke, gets rid of Vasilian, even though the bomb is planted. The terrorists are in some chaotic situation, and AZ has his eyes on the bomb site, puts down another one. Kierby with one as well, and AZ with his 3rd frag of the round makes it 11-7. The terrorists only got 2 frags, and they were looking for more frags. If it was another 1v1 situation, would have been perfect for them. But like that, we could actually... Well, let's see what Copenhagen Wolves will do right now. Will they stick to the game plan of keeping the CT's economy as low as possible? It seems like it. Another 3 rifle buy-up with 2 Tech 9s. But Dignitas is slowly but surely working their way up into the better economical echelons right now. They have an AWP for Nico, who's not having any armor, and MSL this time he's prepared for the push, but not prepared enough. Soken and Sandin with 2 frags for the terrorists make it a 3v4 already, and it's going to be a vicious exchange of frags right now. Kierby with a nade onto Soken, but another nade takes Nico down to 48. Now Asilian with the refrag onto Pimp after Kierby puts down 2. And once again, it's the youngster standing out for Team Dignitas, trying to hold it together. Sandin and Asilian on the bomb site, but they don't have the bomb with them, so they need to work their way to the C4 first. And Asilian is very hesitant. He expects the CTs to be very, very close. And that is the case. Nico is in middle. Their terrorists could commit to that 1 frag and just get that frag and then see what's going to happen, but they don't. And Nico gets a kill onto Sandin. Kierby is on top of the crate already, and a triple kill for Dignitas. Kierby will make it a 12-7 scoreline for his team. Now, Copenhagen Wolves have the bomb plant, they have the loser bonus, so it's going to be the same story. Buy up again, keep the CT's economy low. Look at how beaten up the economy is for the CTs right now. They have 50 on MSL, and nobody's you know, higher than 2,000 except for Kierby, who's just having that much of money because of his fractal. And I think that Copenhagen Wolves, rather, they are going to succeed with their plan, but will it be in time? That's the question. MSL pushes through the smoke in front of a aggressive move by him. Didn't necessarily pay off for the CTs, but he got that information, and AZ prepared himself. Nico shoots 1 in the back, and it's 13-7. Dignitas are getting close and closer to their first map win in this best of 2 series. And now Copenhagen Wolves are going for their first more or less save. Well, Soken with that AK, the rest of the squad with the Tech 9. Maybe he's like sitting there, wait, what? We're not buying AKs this round, but we did in the last 4? What's the change of mind over here? Copenhagen Wolves have realized that it's not going to pay off to stay on those buys, and they decided to take it to the B bomb site. Kierby and Pimp are there to welcome their opponents with a few blazing guns. Soken gets disposed of by Nico's nade, and Hunden is way too far away to help his teammate achieve anything. So Hunden will run into the smoke and gets killed by Nico straight away. 14-7 in favor of Team Dignitas. That strategy has its point. The strategy that got played by Copenhagen Wolves. But you have to win a round at one point, and it didn't happen for them. Dignitas got away with those round wins, and round after round they strung together. It got harder and harder for Copenhagen Wolves to get anything going for them. 24 frags now for AZ, 20 for Kierby. On the other side we have 19 for Asilian and 18 for Soken. Keep in mind, Copenhagen Wolves is playing with 3 stand-ins, so their strategies might not be viable for them right now. Mad exchange in middle. The terrorist chose to take control while the CTs chose to take control as well. And it's Team Dignitas on the receiving end. AZ is down to 41. Now Kierby tries to get some control back, and he does it with a frag onto Cillian. Heads back into the B bomb site. He had, you know, he made the move that he wanted to make, and he won't overextend and risk giving away his life to another refrag. So it's a 3v3. The CTs are fine with that. Kierby needs to hold on to the B bomb side. AZ and MSL on A/middle. And Socken already loses the majority of his HP, but Hunden has AZ covered. Good job by Copenhagen Wolves using that map control that they had to get Hunden into that position. Now Funds closes out MSL. It's a 1v3. Kierby, the man of the hour, has to do it against 3 terrorists, and they don't have, well, they have the money thanks to one of the save rounds by Copenhagen Wolves, but will he have the time? He has that nade, rains it down onto Funds, goes to work on him. 62 remaining for the Dane, but Kierby is spotted already. He takes out Funds with a great headshot. Now he spots one in A main. He gets caught by Hunden from main actually, and Socken would have been there with the crossfire, so Copenhagen Wolves would have won that round anyway. Dignitas give one to the terrorists, and now they are running out of money, but it was enough for them to get that second buy, even though they lose a round. And you know, winning 6 rounds in a row and then being forced to save would be really horrible for Dignitas. Now they have one more buy round to work with, and they can swing the momentum back into their favor. Copenhagen Wolves now lose 2 players to Pimp in middle, and that's certainly not what they were looking for. AZ comes out and goes down to Fun. Sanden with another one onto Pimp. And it's back to a 3v3. The terrorists are still not out of this round. If they open up on A, Socken is there. He kind of waited for MSL to put that bullet into his head and then clicked himself. Luckily for him, the AK kills in one shot, and the CT's weapon didn't. So it's a 3v2 in favor of the terrorists, but Kierby takes it into his own hands, makes it a 2v2 again. Funds goes down, Senden and Socken on 13 and 10 HP. Socken is down already, and Nico has everything covered in this 1v1. 15-8 in favor of Dignitas. They have 7 match points. And they have a weak terrorist spy to work against. Only 1 AK for Sanden. The rest of the squad with Tech 9s and P250s. Dignitas should be able to take care of that and make it a 1-1 scoreline, which means that your skins will be returned on CSGO Lounge. But let's stay with this game. Nico under heavy pressure. He needs to get away. He needs to stay alive as well. Pimp chimes in with a nade and a frag of his rifle onto Sen, and it's a 2v3, 2v4. I mean, now it's a 2v3. Cillian and Funds with a frag each. Funds is now the last man standing against the CTs, Nico and MSL. The 2 bottom fraggers for Dignitas against the stand-in. And the bomb is in the hands of the CTs. Funds needs to work his way around the CTs to find an opening. They will surely cover that bomb if they are not forced to do something else in the meantime, like going to the shop, buying some groceries or something like that. No, Team Dignitas will stay on the bomb, and they have it covered. Good crossfire by them, even though my hand's a little shaky. Funds decides to get into the A bomb site from the middle, and he thinks that it's safe. But he doesn't know that MSL is in the underneath the balcony, and he moves in. He had the right guess, but MSL is quicker and makes it a 16-8 in favor of Dignitas. So good game to them, coming back from a 16-5 defeat on the first map. They show us that they are the rightful favorites in this matchup.